is about is questioning everything. Is the earth round? Is it flat? Does God exist? You know? Or white people superior? They got all these debunking ass mindsets.
I got a piece of. This is 1 Samuel 15 and verse 22. It says, and Samuel said, hath the Lord has great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of Yahweh. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
And to hearken, to listen, is better than the fat of rams, man. Obedience and listening. Understanding much in few words, man. You should be able. That's a skill that also comes with wisdom. Understanding much in few words, man. That's why in the prologue to Sirach it tells you that they labor to interpret these words so that they wouldn't come short of the meaning or the power, so that the message gives it that punch right away. And that's why you got to go into the Greek and the Hebrew to really get that power and that force. Understand much in few words, man. Obedience and hearkening, listening.
Continuing on. This is verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
Stubbornness and rebellion is as sin and witchcraft, man. So you want to rebel and you want to be stubborn, you know? Hey, the Most High is like, yeah, you don't want to listen? You want to do your own thing? You want to do the opposite of obey and listen? I got you. Enjoy it while you can, man. Enjoy it while you can. It's not a hard thing to do the right thing, man. Really, honestly, at the end of the day, it's very simple. The only thing standing between you and doing the right thing is yourself. So you just got to get over, you know, whatever it is that's stopping you from that. You know, because we got a lot of guys out there that know that they're Israelites that won't go out and teach. They won't put their hand to this plow, but they'll stay at home and they'll talk to people on the street, this and that. Hey, that's fine, but that's not how you're supposed to push this word. That's okay, but that's not how you're supposed to push this word, man. You're doing it your own way. You're not listening. You're not obedient. You got to do it the way that he said to do it, man, to receive this thing. There's a large portion of Israelites that got this mindset that, you know, they can just be bare minimum and just be a part of the 1/3. Hey, the Most High, he doesn't count slackness the same way that men count slackness. So you can have a guy that's going about it doing his own way for 10, 12 years and no one knows about him. And then he gets rejected by the Most High. But you got this guy that came in for one day at camp and then we got delivered. And that guy that was there one day at camp got the reward. And this guy for 10, 12 years doing his own thing, his own way, he didn't get shit. What are you going to say? Why didn't I get nothing? Because he didn't do nothing. He didn't do shit. All that, you know, I teach on the bus. I got my sons on the bus. Man, shut up.
I'm a mobile prophet.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Like a mobile mechanic.
I'm a mobile prophet. I'll show up on you.
Yeah, man, stop it. Stop, man, grow up.
You gotta anoint the bus because of COVID. You know.
Yeah, what kind of madness is that,
Don't
man?
water in the bus.
Do this the right way or don't do it at all. Because judgment begins at the sanctuary, man.
This is Hosea 6 and 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as a light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings.
Desired mercy more than sacrifice, and the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings. So you're supposed to get your mind in the proper perspective, so that your body can follow. Where the head goes, the body follows, right?
Do your mind.
Rest will follow.
See? I mean, like shit. How long do you gotta drill into this people, this hard-headed nation? A nation laden with sin and iniquity, man. A sinful nation. America's not gonna last another 50 years, man. I'd be surprised if it lasts 5. This place can't continue on forever.
Right.
Everyone's upset. We're getting to the breaking point, man. We're getting right to that threshold where everything's gonna collapse.
Yep. Real quick, Psalm 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Right. So where would a young man correct himself? By taking heed unto the words, man. Instruction. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And listening, hearkening is better than the fat of rams. But you have the majority of our men that are severely deaf, dumb, and blind, man, in a spiritual sense. Because look, man, if we were sent out to any other nation, they would receive us. They would listen, which lets you know that they don't fit the description that those are the people of the Heavenly Father. Because we're sent into a rebellious nation. Rebellion, okay, is a sin of witchcraft. You see? Rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, man. Yep.
Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Yep. See, and that's talking about the wicked. That's talking about the wicked specifically. Look at, we're in Washington State, named after George Washington.
Yep.
It doesn't get more obvious than that. They call lands after their own names. Everywhere this devil goes, everywhere the so-called white man goes, he takes over people's heritage, their land, their values, everything about them, their heritage. He destroys it. So it's not a hard thing to see what's going on. It shouldn't be, but everyone knows that shit's getting worse and worse. Throughout the whole 2020, everyone's like, man, 2021 is going to be worse.
Yep.
And it's already starting off to be worse than last year. And I hope it continues to get worse, man.
That's right.
I'm tired of seeing these people just happy-go-lucky, wanting to live their shitty lives like it actually means or matters. Man, this shit don't fucking matter, man.
That's right.
And a lot of these people are actually depressed. As good as a situation that they think they're living in, a lot of these people are fucking depressed. They're not happy, man. And it's like, but you came for this American dream. Yeah, you should have scouted the area before you fully committed to this bitch. That wasn't smart to come in without an exit plan. You never go nowhere without an exit plan. So a lot of these people, they've been leaving. Actually, there's a website you can look at to see how many American citizens have denounced citizenship and left to other countries.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, some of these countries, they don't want you to be their citizens because you're not raised with the same mindset and manners. You got to go there and visit for a while and get adapted and, actually join into their culture and heritage. You know, you got to acclimate. Same thing with Japan. A lot of people, you know, are obsessed with Japan. Japan doesn't mind visitors, but they don't want you to stay. The average salary over there, I think they say, was like 50 or 60,000. That's average. They don't live the same way over here. See, people over here, they want, you know, 100,000. They want, you know, 6-figure incomes for a lifestyle. And when you go to Japan, they don't live in that mindset of that lifestyle. They don't need a lot of room.
They're more of a minimalist.
Yep, they live a minimalist lifestyle.
Dan life.
Yep, small living quarters, man. They're naturally a smaller people.
Speaking of the devil.
Yep. Right on time.
Appreciate it. This is 2 Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
See? The so-called white man, what has he done? Walked in great pride. That's all he talks about is pride. What do you got? What are you so proud about, man? What are you so proud about? You see what you're leaving unto your younger generation? You're not leaving anything for them to be sustained on. You're killing off their very future. That's why the scripture tells you that if the wicked be multiplied, it is for the sword. There's a reason for everything. It may not make sense, but there's a reason for everything.
Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
You see? Understand for yourself and seek out the glory in those that be like you, man. Because not all flesh is the same flesh. Birds of a feather, they flock together, man. The sparrow with the sparrow, the goose with the goose. You're not gonna find the hummingbird with the red-tailed hawk. It doesn't work. Nope. One of them is gonna get eaten. It's not gonna work. Just like trying to get with the woman that's got, you know, 6 different kids by 6 different guys, man. It's not gonna work.
Damn straight.
And that's another thing, man. All these single mothers, man. If you date a single mother, something's wrong with you, man. You know? If you're talking about right now, you're single and all that stuff, and you desire to be with a single mother, something's wrong with you, man. A lot of people in this society, mainly the men, they're not looking to get married. They don't want to. For what? They have the most to lose, man. These women got everything to gain. So then you got the women talking like, yeah, we don't want to get married either. Bitch, no one wants to marry you in the first place. Look at women decide who they can have sex with. Men decide who they marry. That's just the name of the game. The reason why there can't be equality between men and women with the body count is because a man has to earn that body count. The woman can literally go out anywhere and just open her legs to anyone and increase it. She doesn't earn anything. So right there it tells you the man that's able to earn that, hey, that's on him. And that's on that woman for giving it up. You see? But that's where the mindset of a lot of these women stops. Is they think that that's actually a prize. That's why guys shouldn't even quit it. Because you're not even good at it. As many times as you've done it, you're not even good at it, man. That's why they leave.
Shit, right.
Shit, it's whack. It's whack, man. That's why they go and they leave you for someone that's uglier. They do it better. It's not about you. It's not about your beauty. It's your beauty.
This is Ecclesiastes 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
You see, a man will cleave to his like. So, like-minded is supposed to be drawn into a like-minded people.